welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about Genshin Impact. And if a lot of y'all know, I have not played Genshin Impact in a long time because we've been addicted to Valorant, but I am back on Genshin and I pulled for Ineffa on my ult account and I got her. And I just want to go over some things about her. If y'all didn't know, she's a 5-star Electro user and she just dropped in 5.8 version. So that's a lot of versions if you've only played the beginning of Genshin when it first came out. And I feel like a lot of people are bashing her because of her character design, her voice acting, all that stuff. And I just want to explain that she actually is a very good character. And I want to go over her team comps, her skills, her artifacts, her weapon choice, and all that good stuff. Yeah, and she's only level 40 on my account because it is my ult account. I was not lucky enough to get her on my main. But for her being level 40, she is still very OP in my team comp. And obviously I do not have a good team comp for someone who's like a very low level, but she still is OP. And I want to go over, if you actually do have a good team comp for her, she could actually be really good. So yeah, stick around, stay hydrated, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about who Ineffa is. Ineffa is a little android who is an electro support and a sub DPS. And what makes her actually really special is she does this thing called Lunar-Charged. So it's basically like your electro charge with your electro and hydro, but she actually upgrades it to do even more damage and to actually do crit damage, which is actually really good and really crazy. So yeah, I just feel like she's very different and brings a different vibe to Genshin, and maybe this shows you that future Genshin will have more of that where you can have better damages with your team comps that you have. But right now she's the only one that I know that does something like this. And she also does a shield, so I think that's pretty cool. She also is a very good support, but she also does damage. If you get the good artifacts, and not even with the good artifacts, you're still gonna do some damage. So let's talk about her kit. Obviously, she is a shield and she does damage. So when you use her skill, and it makes a shield around you, and it constantly applies electro to the enemies. So not only are you being protected, but you're also doing damage to the people around you. Her burst is a team buff. Okay, so the Lunar-Charged does add more damage and sends out an AoE. Electro hits when you can use it. So obviously, if you have a hydro, you have her electricity, water, you know, you mix it together and you get that boost or burst or whatever you want to call it. Her passives are nice also. One of them gives her a more reaction damage to the whole team, so everyone gets a benefit. So that's where her sub comes from. She's a support, and I feel like that's where it really shows off. And not only that, but she also does damage, so hit two birds with one stone, you know, I guess that's the saying. So let's talk about her strengths. So she obviously can do the Lunar-Charged, which is very good, and she's a future proof for any hydro team. So if you have any hydro team, you could throw her in there, and this could also be proof for maybe some future more team buffs like this. She does super well with Furin, Yulin, and Nuvolette, which technically is anyone who applies hydro fast. Her shield is a solid, so it's a survivability and a damage in one slot. Obviously, when you do the shield, it is electrocuting your enemies at the same time, so it's a win-win. You get both. But obviously, if you want that buff where she does her Lunar-Charged, just make sure you have a hydro team with you, and we'll get into who are some good teams in just a few minutes. So let's talk about her weaknesses. Obviously, she's more for hydro, so if you don't have a hydro, she's gonna be kind of just mid. But I feel like even with her not being teamed up with hydros, she is still an OP character. I have her with Kaya, who is cryo, and I feel like if you mix her and Amino and cryo, Amino, the air one, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, she's actually really OP in my opinion, and she's my lowest level one. So just saying. But obviously, you want the elemental mastery and crit stats when you do your artifacts. So her best constellation is actually a C1. Without it, she's still gonna be good. She's a 5-star. But the C1 just gives that team buff. So that's where her support is. So if you guys could or will or have, you know, for some reason you guys pulled her twice or, you know, whatever, a C1 is actually a really good one for her. So for your team, actually, not just for her. So let's talk about the best weapons and artifacts. I do have these written down because there is a lot and I can't memorize them for the life of me. Obviously, her best weapon is her 5-star Fractured Halo, but not everyone is gonna get that, okay? I was lucky enough to get it, but not everyone's gonna pull for it. This is the first time I actually pulled for a 5-star weapon. But so here is some 4-star options, okay? The Catch. This is from fishing. You get it free from fishing. It gives energy recharge and burst damage, perfect for F2P piece, okay? Wave Breaker's Fin. More burst damage if your team has a high energy cost, okay? Favonius Lance, tons of energy recharge that helps you feed energy to your whole team. So she is a support, so this is a good support weapon for her. Dragon's Bane, boost damage when enemies are affected by Hydro. Perfect for Lunar-Charged teams, okay? So your Hydro and Electro, this is the one, you know, if you have that team. If you don't, the other ones are just as good. Prototype Star Glitter, craftable and decent if you need energy recharge. Okay, and let's talk about her artifacts. The best set for her is a 4-piece Gilded Dreams. It's huge on elemental mastery, boost, and bonus stats after reactions. If you can't farm that, the 4-piece Thundering Fury works in the reaction spam and electro damage, okay? The support route, if you want to go that, the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige buffs your whole team after burst, okay? So if you want to go through a support route and you don't want to farm for the other ones, this is the one. Early game or mixed farming, go 2-piece Gilded plus the 2-piece Thundering Fury or EM plus attack combos, okay? So that was a lot, but yeah, I'll have it written down for y'all so you guys can just if needed. The main stats to look for is Sands, Elemental Mastery or Energy Recharge or Burst Uptown is rough. Goblet, Energy Electro Damage bonus or Circlet. I think I'm saying those wrong, but they'll be on here. Crit rate or crit damage, whatever you want to go for. Prioritize though your EM and your crit, your ER is attack percent, okay? So there's a lot there, but as someone who isn't high enough level to even get her 4 stars, the mixing one is more what I'm gonna do. So that's, you know, what I'm gonna have to do for a while. I know a lot of people are not early in gaming, so just go after the 4-piece Gilded Dreams at that rate, unless you want to do the support route, but I feel like she's already a good support. So our best teams, okay? So obviously the first ones we're going to talk about is the ones that are pretty expensive to get unless you're very lucky, and some people are. It's going to be Furion, which is a Hydro, Kazuha, and Yuling, or you can go with Neuvillette, which are Hydro DPSs, that fast Hydro use. Those are also really good. Like I said earlier, she does really good with the Mino in my opinion, but the Hydro is going to give you a lot of buff, an insane lunar charge. So the more Hydros you have, the better it's going to be. Now, if you don't have those characters and you're like, damn girl, I'm new, I'm not spending money in this game, I can't even pull for half these people, you have your Ineffa, Barbara, Miss Peg, our Hydro Healer, Fischl, which is our Electro Support, and Sucrose, okay, which is our Amino. This team is actually really good, and you still get the Lunar Charge, so you do not need all these 5 stars if you do not have them. They all work out if you have the right artifacts and if you actually try to get them a good weapon and upgrade their weapon. It's going to work out. You're gonna be fine. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do the budget team because I don't have Kazuha on that account. God forbid. But he's actually a really good amino, so if you have them, I say use him. Okay, so let's talk about her constellation. Obviously, I'm probably not gonna get her C1, but hey, if you can, that's good. Okay, so obviously if you don't have no constellation, she's still good, but she's pretty just normal. Obviously, if you get a C1, this is the perfect spot to be because of her support. It gives your whole team a bonus damage on her lunar charge reactions when she is shielded. But if you get her C2 and her C6, these are just personal damage, only worth if she's your favorite or if you're just pulling her, I guess, if you're getting lucky enough to keep pulling her, you know. But yeah, so if she's gonna be your main, then yeah, I mean, even if she's gonna be your main, I feel like any constellation works with her. She's a good support. So okay, Okay, so that was kind of this everything all summed up and together. Now the question is she worth pulling? If you do not have a Hydro team, or you just don't think your team comp is gonna be that good, don't pull for her. I promise you there's gonna be better 5 stars coming out. We literally have banners after this and other banners, new characters coming all the time. But do I think she's worth it? Yes, I love her. She's a great support if you never had a support, if you just don't want someone who's just a shield and you want to do actual damage. She's a very good support in my opinion. But like I said, you don't need to have the perfect team to pull her. It's just I know we go by favorites too, like if they're actually cute or not, and I think she's very cute. I don't understand the hate train for her. I do not play Hydro yet. I am still looking for the perfect Hydro. My main is Kaya, so but I'm still using her because I think she's very cute, and I actually think her damage is very OP even with not having a Hydro. But I do have New Valette, so there is my Hydro. I have him on my team half the time, so maybe that's why. I did pull New Valette, but also he's only like level 20 because I can't upgrade him because I haven't went through the whole map. So it's kind of like, it's kind of balancing out, okay? So I'll keep you guys updated when I actually can upgrade New Valette and her, and yeah. So I hope that answers some of y'all's questions. Everything I put does not have to be low level. Obviously, it's for the high levels too. I just wanted y'all to know that I am only have Ineffa at level 40. So my personal reaction is from her low level, and to be honest, I feel like for her being such a low level, I have really good things to say about her. So I can only imagine what people at high levels have to say about her, because then I know she's OP. I know people have every artifact for her already. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys pick, for everyone who can't pull her, 5-star weapons and only can pull 4-star, or if you're a new player like me on your ult account, or if you're just a new player and you can't get her artifacts, I hope the artifact section really helped you. So leave a like and comment and tell me you guys' favorite character or who you guys want to pull in the future. And yeah, have a nice day, stay hydrated, bye bye, cheers.